I'm not closed up at all.
Really?
You're loving that.
I don't know.
There was actually a word my mum wanted me to say.
Why?
Why kanaka?
Yeah.
You don't even know no basic greetings? Boy, bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island UK season 13 episode 28. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So we start in the morning. Aiden is saying, you know what, I actually can kind of see it for me and Priya. I also do find her attractive, like there could be some potential there. Priya is like, I mean, it's not a complete write-off, but he's just a friend. He's just a friend, which comes right on time because they get a text that they're going to be doing a challenge called Touch of Love, but it's really just a ploy to get the guys over to Casa Amor. So the first group of Casa people is actually the guys. One of the guys has already been removed for domestic violence, so we're not even going to bother talking about him. But the rest of the guys are Carlos, who is 22, Will, who is 23, Aaron, who is 26, Tommy, who is 23, and Jordan, who is 28. We will not be acknowledging the abuser who gets removed anyways. So Mika immediately tells the guys she's happy where she's at with Samraj. Now, okay. Actually, I'll say it after I say everybody's opinions. Jasmine tells the guys that she's currently on a break with Kavin. It sounded to me like she didn't really want to enforce this whole break thing, because when Maya came in, she's like, but you're on a break, right? She's like, right. Yasmin says that she and Lorenzo will definitely be exploring. Can I also say, I don't know if it's like a nervous tick for Yasmin, but this constant, like this, with her hair all the time, she did it at the sleepover and she's doing it again now in Casa. I'm like, is this the flirting or what? Enough. Next was Lola. She's obviously wifed up. Priya is in a friendship couple, so that's no problem. Ellie says everything is great with Finley. And Angie says that things are good for now. Or not for now. Things are good now. But obviously they weren't good before. And you know, some people have some comments about that.
Do you want me to be honest with you? A lot of the stuff that he says, he contradicts himself a lot. Yeah. I feel like you should be careful.
Yeah, I know that. That's fine. Just like you can't drag it in.
Where are you from? Yeah. My mum's from Zimbabwe.
Really?
Yeah.
Harare?
Yeah, the same with my mum.
Really?
Yeah.
See, once you say you're from Zimbabwe, I have no choice but to support you. I have to support my people, hiccups and all. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing with Mr. Carlos. Yeah, he's a scammer. He's a scammer. I don't believe that he leads with the fact that he's half Zimbabwean normally. I think this is a tactic to get Angelista, because they saw how it worked for Simba. Like even Aaron, he's gonna do, so you're from Zimbabwe, can you teach me something? Oh, please, don't reheat those nachos. Simba already did it, come with something else. You mean to tell me, I'm not trying to strip him of his Zimbabweanness. Sometimes people who live in Zimbabwe like to make it seem like people in the diaspora aren't true Zimbabweans. I'm not doing that. However, the reason why I don't think he typically leads with, yeah, I'm Zimbabwean, is he didn't even know a basic greeting. I'm Debele, and I even know basic greetings in Shona. Be so for real. Like, be so for real. In Casa, the guys are gassed to experience some new women. We have Kavin, who's really excited, but he's also really hyping up Sean. And I'm thinking, I don't know if Sean's really beating these allegations of being a scammer, because he's still doing the whole, you know, I need a test. I think that that's so important. Like, if you don't do it here, like, where else would you have to do it? You don't have to be tested. You know, like, that's not a requirement. If you're sure about your person, like, it doesn't have to be. This man wants to experience Love Island, and he is regretting closing things off as early as he did. But anyways, the Casa girls are Charlene, who's 27, Martha, who is 25, Yulia, 26, Nevaeh, 22, Mara, 25, and Olivia, who is 23. So Aiden says all the girls are fair game. Sean says things are going well with Lola, but a test is necessary. It's not, though. It really isn't. Just be honest. Sean, you're not beating the scammer allegations. And maybe they're not as perfect as Lola said. Maybe we're just perfect. No, girl. This man is lying to you. Finley says things are going well with Ellie, but he's open. Lorenzo says the same. Calvin talks about the blips that he's had recently with Jasmine, but he's like, listen, we're still open. We're still exploring. They're currently on a break anyway, so he might as well see what the girls are talking about. Samraj says that he's always open. And Simba has 4 definitely's before he says he's open. Oh, definitely.
I'm actually looking for a husband, not a boyfriend.
Really? So you got serious? Yeah. Before you came in, obviously saw us. Who did you have your eye on?
I'm not going to tell you yet.
Really?
Yeah. I know exactly who I'm feeling.
Yeah,
already.
same.
When you walked in, who was you guys
I feel
looking
like
at?
the reason I'm sat here right now. You know what I'm saying?
I knew Simba was going to lose his head. How could he not? Do you see Mara? Do you see Mara? And that is not shading Angelista whatsoever. I'm solely acknowledging Mara. The girl is fine as hell. I would lose my head too if I was in the girls. Like, she's beautiful. So I totally get it. Nevaeh says that she's looking for a husband. You came to Love Island for that? Girl, please. So both of them refuse to say who their tops are, but Samraj and Simba are like, well, we're sitting here in front of y'all, so you should know who we're really feeling at this point. Then we have Sean. Sean is sitting with, who were the girls? I forget. But anyways, he asked the girls, oh, what have you guys seen that we should be aware of? Sean, why is that important to you? Why do you need to know how things are being perceived by the public? I don't know. I just, that didn't really sit well with me.
Do you want more from me is what you're saying?
I thought you were going to so much more like, yeah, it's because I know you.
Just good friends, yeah?
Yeah.
Just
Friends.
pals.
I'm like, so
Yeah,
for
these two
work.
are
Pals to lovers.
Yeah. No.
Maybe.
No, that's cool, no.
Maybe. Give it a few days.
These girls are working overtime to be brought back in the villa. I said, oh, I see the tactics. I definitely see them. So they say Aiden is just misunderstood. Oh, please. Like, what? Aiden is not misunderstood. If anything, what's the opposite? If it's misunderstood, well, he's overstood. We overstand him. We actually see him quite clearly. I don't know what y'all talking about. They also say that Calvin is misunderstood. Now that I do agree with. By the women in the villa in particular. I do think there's a lot of misunderstanding when it comes to Calvin. And it's unfortunate, but I believe that most of that comes from his age. Because he's younger than most of the girls, it's as if they undermine him and they think like, oh, what does this little boy really know anyways? When it's like, no, he actually approaches things with a lot more maturity than they give him credit for, and a lot more understanding or willingness to understand. He just gets a lot of pushback. So I do believe that he's misunderstood. Then they start talking about Sean. The one girl knows Sean from back home. I think it is Charlene. And she's like, yeah, you know, the Sean that I know is just not the Sean that I'm seeing on screen. Like, you're more outgoing, you're more this, you're more that. Listen here, Sean. If you start to do this whole, oh, well, I never could really be myself, and with the new girls, I could be myself. Stop it. Nobody told you to put on a farce when you came into the villa. Nobody told you to do that. So then that also begs the question. See, now I'm stuttering because you got me discombobulated. That also begs the question. So does Lola love the real you, or does she love the persona that you've put on for the sake of coming on the show? Because it sounded to me like he was in agreement with what Miss Girl was saying. So you are scamming, aren't you? Okay, moving on. Angelista has a chat with Aaron. He says that she's piquing his interest. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it looked like she wanted to be anywhere else but here.
Who's piquing your interest?
You, number
so
one.
far?
Priya's alright. And
Jasmine.
So you speak a different language, or you just
Yeah.
have you been to Zimbabwe or nah?
So it would be like, Masweda say,
Nas Nakawana.
You look.
Nas Wakanaka.
yeah.
I've been seeing you. You look beautiful every day.
Oh, thanks.
One day we're gonna get some Devillas on Love Island. One day. It's always showing us, guys, the Devilla erasure. Why? We matter too. Anyways, she wasn't feeling it. And I'm not shocked. I predicted that. Like, respectfully, you can kind of tell what Angie is into. People have shown the guys who she has dated in the past and the guy who she's interested in on Love Island. Like, it was never going to be Aaron, respectfully. Then we have Mika and Jasmine, who are talking to Jordan. Jordan is like, yeah, I knew you guys were the queens of the villa. And then Mika walks over. When Mika was walking over, he's like, yeah, you just glide like a swan. Jordan. Mika is gorgeous. So is Jasmine. They are absolutely gorgeous. But I think he's just riding the wave of what people have been saying about those two girls. Now, Mika, don't get too gassed because as of late, people have been clocking your tea, sister. So don't be feeling too big and bad, because I don't know, it might come crashing down real soon. That's just my impression. I think that the veil is being lifted when it comes to the love for Mika. Jasmine still has a lot of riders, and that's fine. I was like, these guys are working overtime. I don't remember who was all sitting in that little nook by the kitchen, but Angie joins them. Carlos is talking, and he's like, Angie and Mika join them. Carlos is like, yeah, I think that there were things that Simba was lying about with the whole, triangle situation. They ask, what did he lie about? He doesn't provide any evidence. Respectfully, Carlos, if you're going to wake it up, wake it up. If you're not going to give evidence on what was lied about, what he was lying about, don't bother. I was like, what was even the point of that? You bring it up just to not give them any evidence? Anyways, he then is like, yeah, I also didn't like how he stormed off. Yeah, nobody liked that. People in the villa also didn't like that. Like, if you're going to act like you're going to come in with some tea, like, give us something. That was a whole lot of nothing. In the evening, the Casa Villa played Two Truths and a Lie. Not gonna lie, I tried to start taking down notes. The game was moving too fast. It was moving too fast for me. I couldn't get the prompts, and there's a lot of kissing. So just, you can imagine in your head what's going on. Then in the main villa, we have Mika, who's talking to Will, and she's basically explaining where she's at right now.
I definitely push things away. I self-sabotage a lot, so I feel like I just
Don't
push
worry,
away.
I have the same habit. I wonder how that whole situation would go, to be honest. That could be horrendous for me and you.
Yeah,
but
that was a mistake, and then obviously now we're back together.
That's so happy.
It's so good.
Could never really gauge your situation.
If you couldn't gauge it, imagine how I felt.
Mika is interested in Will, and I think she said Jordan. I don't buy it. I think she just likes attention. I think she just likes feeling desired. I don't think that she actually has an interest in either guy. It seems like she wants to stick with Samraj right now. I don't know for what, because I still don't fully believe in her attraction to Samraj either. Earlier in the day, she was saying that the reason why she'd never had a boyfriend, because Carlos had said that he'd never had a girlfriend either, but he's 22, it's whatever. Oh no, was it that he never had a girlfriend or he only had one girlfriend? Yeah, I think he said he only had one girlfriend because he runs a strict program. She was like, yeah, me too, me too. No, you've admitted that you are a commitment phobe, basically. So I do think that, yes, there are high standards that she has, but also when things get a little bit too serious, we know homegirl likes to dip. So yeah, I don't see her really kicking it with any of the guys or Samraj. Speaking of seeking attention, Samraj and Kevin, they are lapping it up over there in Casa.
Eyes closed, mouth open, tongue out. That's the best way to do it.
Charlie.
Still going. Fuck it, still going. It's been a good start to Casa life.
As it stands, I refuse to support Samraj right now. He's just giving fraud. I'm just not buying it whatsoever. Kevin was also enjoying himself, like I said. He's really into Charlene. Charlene is an older girl. I think she's 27. He's, 22? And he's like, yeah, maybe I just like older girls. I think you might. And I think it works for an older woman who respects a younger man regardless of his age. If you respect him as him, it can work. Unfortunately, there were just one too many moments where Yasmin would bring up the age, and obviously he had a chip on his shoulder about being younger because she's made it a thing, where I think that they're just always going to miss each other amongst other issues that they have. But if he goes with an older woman and she can actually see him for who he is, where he's coming from, they have better communication, it absolutely can work out. In the villa, we have Carlos, who decides to take Priya onto the terrace. I think he said... I don't remember who he said his top three were. I feel like it was Angelista, Priya, and then Jasmine. But I feel like Aaron said the same thing too. I could be confusing the two people. But anyways, on the terrace, here goes Carlos spitting similar chat-up lines that he was given to Angelista earlier in the day.
This is literally the breath of fresh air that I needed.
I feel like you've had it really tough in it. It's been hard to watch. Why is no
Are
one
these boys
going
mad?
for her? Like, you are one of my number ones, like 100%. My mum, when I came in, like I said, I'm gonna go for Priya. My mum really likes you.
Does she?
I feel like you and Priya would get on so well.
Scammer, scammer, fraudster, scammer. Carlos, please. Carlos! Now all of a sudden your mama always wanted you to be with Priya. What happened to your mama always wanting you to be with Angelista? And even gave you words to say to Angelista to win her over. I'm not buying it. I support you halfly as my brother. But he's a fraud, this one. Bye. Then you have Aaron. He's trying to talk to Angelista again. This girl is not interested. As I predicted, I'm not surprised. She's cooking his outfit. She's trying to see who else he's into. Like, she's not feeling it at all. And a lot of the girls are not feeling it. And I cannot blame them. I cannot blame them. Hold on, let me cook. Jasmine, Mika, and Ellie are all sitting around together. Ellie's like, you know what? It's not that I thought Finley would be like married off with me or whatever, but I really do like him. Nobody here is really tickling my fancy. I don't think anybody's going to surpass the connection I have with him, but she's aware he's probably going to entertain, conversations in Casa. Jasmine is sharing a similar sentiment. Mika is sharing a similar sentiment. They all don't see themselves twisting on their original partners. I'm not surprised. I'm not here to bash the men and how they look, but this is Love Island, right? Love Island, the whole premise is like hot singles on an island, sexy bodies, searching for love, and also some money at the end. If we're halfway through the process, yeah, and we've seen so many hotties come into the villa, if the Casa people are really supposed to tear shit up, they need to be banging. They need to be banging. Somebody really didn't like that I called the people mid, but respectfully, in Love Island standards, they are. The guys, so I'm not surprised that the girls aren't falling over the only girl who's really into somebody right now is Yasmin. She really likes Tommy for whatever reason. That's her type. Cool. Love that for you. But nothing shocked me about the other girls being like, I'm okay. I'm all right. These are not Casa guys. The girls? Oh yeah. Producers did that. The guys, this was a setup. I'm sorry. Like, I'm truly, I'm not trying to disrespect these people's looks. I'm not saying they're murked. I'm just saying, if you were to do your big one for Casa, you could have chosen some other people. So we'll see what happens. These girls are cooked because their men are just, wow. Simba's gonna be kissing outside of a challenge. Samar's gonna be kissing outside of a challenge. Coffin gonna be regretting not kissing a girl outside of a challenge. Who else? Finley gonna be kissing a girl. Everybody's cooked. Wow. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.